Hi, my first grade friends. It's Mrs. Sullivan here. Today, we are going to keep practicing our writing skills and our computer skills. And you are going to take a little trip today in a computer game. And you're going to visit about 6 different places. And then you're going to tell me which place was your favorite by doing a drawing on the computer. And you're going to actually use your mouse to do the drawing. And then we're going to practice that right click to copy the picture that you make, and then another right click to paste the picture that you make. So let me share my screen so we can get started. So the first thing you need to know, boys and girls, is you are going to go to your classroom, Google Classroom, your teacher's Google Classroom, I guess I should say. And I chose Miss Barron's class this week, but you obviously will go to your classroom. And right here under class work, you will see topics over here on the left, right under your teacher's name. It says all topics. You're going to scroll down to find the computer icon. Remember, an icon is just a little picture of something. You click it and you will see the date of the activity, and it's called Take a Trip. So you would click right here. Remember, boys and girls, it tells you the date that it's scheduled, the date that it's due, and preferably try to do it on the day you have the special. So Miss Barron's class has special on Thursdays. So on Thursday, hopefully, they will open this up and do the activity. So I'm going to click it. Materials for computers, boys and girls, most of the time is your computer, your mouse, your keyboard, whatever you use for a computer device, laptop, Chromebook, desktop if you have a computer at home. But that's what you need typically for materials. You don't need a lot of different things for computer class. Slide number 1 in your slide deck. Remember these cards over here, boys and girls? It's like a deck of cards. It's in Google Slides. It says take a trip. That's usually where I put the title of the lesson, as well as the video which you are watching now. Slide number 2 is what we call the I Can card, and it basically tells you what you can do. Today you're going to practice mouse control and persistence when you play the game Take a Trip, and then you're going to draw with your mouse. Slide number 3 is the game Take a Trip. So you're going to click on the picture to play. Here it's a little reminder to be sure to try all 6 levels and listen carefully to the story about each place, because when you're done with all 6, you're going to make a choice and you're going to try to draw that place. So if I click the picture, I'll see my link right underneath it. A link, remember, boys and girls, gives you that hand and it takes you somewhere. It links you to the website. And this game is in ABC. So let me put my sound on for you. And I'm going to scroll down a little bit so you can see that I'm going to need to press play. Now, boys and girls, if these ads on the side are bothering you, press the login button right here and log in with the username or email address ABCDEF. You can do that all by yourself. And then the password is READ, R-E-A-D. And then you press login. And then you'll notice that those ads disappear, they go away. So all you have is the game. So I'm going to press the play. I'm going to press play. And you can see my 6 levels. Each level is a different place. Level 1 is a school. Level 2 is a supermarket. Level 3, a shopping mall. Number 4, an apartment building. Number 5, a post office. And number 6, an office building. Boys and girls, it's important to start with level 1 and work your way through the levels one at a time, because each level gets a little bit trickier as you go. So you don't want to start with the hardest level. You want to kind of learn how the game works. So I'm going to press number 1. It's showing me that all I'm going to do is take my little car and try to drag it to this green dot. So I'm going to hold it down, try to go in a straight line.
Good job! You made it to the school. At school, we learn from our teachers and play with our friends.
So it gives you a time. That's your score, how many seconds it takes you. If you want to try again, you can hit play again, see if you can beat your score. If you're happy with that, you can just press next and you go to the next place. Now notice this time I have to make a couple of turns to get to my destination right here. So it's not as easy as just dragging it in a straight line. Remember, we talked about each level gets a little bit trickier. So I'm going to take my car. I'm trying not to hit these side barriers here, boys and girls. Just like when you're driving a real car, you need to keep the car on the right side of the road. There we go.
Awesome! You made it to the supermarket. Here is where we can buy all of our favorite foods, like yogurt, apples, and broccoli. Mmm, yum!
Try it. Notice that my time went up a little bit because that one was a little bit harder to do, but I'm going to hit next and move on. So you would go through all 6 of those levels, boys and girls. When you are finished, remember to think about your favorite place because you're going to try to draw a picture of it. If the supermarket is your favorite place, take a good look at the supermarket. If the school was your favorite place, you're going to be drawing a school. So let me close this tab now because I don't need, actually I'm going to leave it open just in case. I don't think I'm going to need it anymore, but just in case I'll leave it open. So now I'm going to go back to my slide deck. I just finished with number 3. Now I'm moving on to number 4. Number 4, I can tell by the colored pencils, this is where I'm going to draw. But instead of using my colored pencils, I'm going to use my mouse. And I'm going to be the first to tell you, boys and girls, drawing with a mouse is not easy. If you think back at the I can statement, look at this word right here, persistence. I put that word in, boys and girls, because of slide number 4. It's going to be a little bit tricky to draw with the mouse. You just have to do your best. It doesn't have to come out perfect, okay? So I'm going to click on the picture to go to the website to draw the picture of my favorite place from the game that I just played. Remember, drawing with a mouse, a computer mouse, is challenging. Just do your best. It's not going to be a perfect artwork for you. It's just trying your best. Okay, so I'm going to click on that website. It's going to take me here. Shut that off for now. And here are my tools, boys and girls. So let's talk a little bit about this workspace. This is my palette. I don't know if you've learned that word in art yet, but a palette is your color wheel. So if you want a blue, you simply click on blue, and now if I draw, I have blue. If I draw something that I don't want, I have 2 choices. I can erase it, just drag the eraser up and down, or go back to my paintbrush, I can oops it out. That little circle that says means undo or do it again. So we're going to undo it. We're going to take it away. Okay. Every time you pick a new color, boys and girls, you'll notice it goes in your quick colors right here. So I can quickly have my blue back or my green back because I picked those colors, and black is an automatic. So if I think, I think I'm going to be using red a lot today, I can put red in my quick color palette here. But you can always just press the palette to get different colors. Okay. Whoops. Okay. So your tools for drawing, boys and girls, you have different paintbrushes up here. You have a crayon. You have a tube of paint. You, of course, have your eraser. So you've got different tools to work with. But I think for this activity, probably the paintbrush or the crayon are your best choices to draw with. And again, you're going to decide what building you're going to draw. So I'm just going to draw a fast picture. I'm dragging my mouse right now. I'm not worrying about being perfect because it's not easy to draw with the mouse. Now I'm going to switch to my crayon. See if you can guess which building Mrs. Sullivan is drawing. I don't know, boys and girls. You might not be able to guess. Oh, I just had an idea. I'm going to put something in here that might help. Okay, ready? We pledge to this every morning, in case you can't tell what I'm drawing. But if you guessed flag, you're right. My stars on my flag, my stripes rather, are not very straight. All right, well, that's close enough. And then I'm just going to make some little dots of blue because I don't think I'm going to be able to make a star. I'm not that good with the mouse. All right. There we go. I think you get the idea that that's my flag and this is my school. And maybe I'll draw some bushes out in the front of the school. I'll go back to my paintbrush for that just to give it some color. Draw a couple of bushes. And maybe I'll make a nice cloud in the sky. Maybe I'll make it this color blue and I'll go back to my crayon. So you can certainly draw a background. And maybe I'll put a sunshine in. I haven't used my yellow yet. So I'm going to make a nice sunshine. So boys and girls, I'll tell you right now, I probably could have done this better with a crayon, but I tried my best. And the idea is just to try to get used to using that mouse and to see what the different things that a mouse can do. All right, so let's pretend that there's my picture. I'm all done. Now, I've been using the left side of my mouse this whole time for drawing. I'm going to go to the other side of my mouse. I'm going to point at the picture, tap the other side of my mouse, and if you think back to last week's lesson, the All About Me, I taught you about copying the image. Not the first one, the second one that starts with a C. So you would click that with your left side. That's what makes it tricky. You first have to right-click it to get that word to come up, that copy word, but then you go to the left side of the mouse to actually copy it. I'm going to leave this open too, boys and girls, just in case. I'm going to go back to my February 1 cards. I just did slide number 4. I'm going to see what this tells me on number 5. It says, before you leave your picture, be sure to use your mouse to right-click on it and choose copy. And that's what we just did. You're copying the image. And there is a picture that I did before, boys and girls. I think that one came out a little bit nicer. But if I wanted to practice, I'm going to go to slide number 8 because that's what it said to do, to go to slide number 8. This is number 8. And see the little picture of the glue bottle? That means paste. Again, I'm going to right-click. And then all I have to do is choose the word paste, P for paste, and my picture will pop out. And that's the one that I just did. And this picture on number 7, boys and girls, just gives you another picture of that right side of your mouse. Okay. And on slide number 9, I have the video for turning in, just in case you forgot or you need a refresher. So that's always there right now on the last slide. You might not need it anymore. I'm going to take this away simply by clicking on it and pressing delete because I want to leave that one blank for your pictures. My sample school is here if you want to see it. But again, boys and girls, when you're done playing the game, you pick out your favorite place that you visited with the little driving of the car, and you go to slide number 4 to draw. Then you go to slide number 8 to paste. Okay, so you're going to get your license a little early today, boys and girls, in this game, because you're going to practice driving with your mouse, kind of warming up your mouse control. And remember, if you crash into something, just try again. Hopefully you won't do too much damage to that car. All right, I hope everybody has a great week. I'm looking forward to seeing those beautiful pictures. Remember, right-click so that you can copy the image and right-click to paste it in. All right, everyone. See you later.